I totally said Balatro, and then I realized after the fact, oh, I kind of wanted to play this. It's kind of crazy. This is the least peaceful, most anger-inducing game on the face of the planet, let's be honest. Ooh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to put some ASMR massage calming videos on my other TV really quick. Something to really put me in a good mood. You know what? It's so late at night. We're not even gonna do Mike. I'm just gonna mute. I'm gonna play some golf. I'm gonna look like a fucking ass until I unlock all my skills and upgrades, and you gotta watch out. Anyway, I'll probably just do quick play a bunch, and we'll just, you know, play a bunch of holes over and over again. Or actually, you know what? I think doing career would actually be better, because every time you finish something in career, I swear you get like a bunch of XP. But anyway, just let me set up, and then we'll get started.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you this showcase of the best young players in the world of golf. From Bay Hill Club and Lodge in Orlando, Florida, it's opening round coverage of the event known as Q School. We've got a full field ready to get rolling on this Thursday as we get a look at the early leaderboard. We've got a tie for the lead at 1 under par. 10th hole here at Bay Hill is not overly long, just 400 yards, but the emphasis is on accuracy off the tee. It's absolutely crucial. Put it in play in the right spot. You'll have a chance to get out of here with a birdie. So let's get you out to the action on the turn as we head to the tee at the par 4 10. This one moving just a little bit to the right with that wind. No issues here. That is into the fairway. Walking the course today, let's bring in Nota Begay III.
156 yards left. Pin is in the back right corner of this green.
Certainly had enough power, just didn't have any touch. Well, Frank, this is a case where a par is going to feel like an eagle if he's able to get this done.
If he can just make it, just make this putt, then just like run to the next tee.
Okay, that one in for a bogey here at 10. And he's going to fall out of red figures, back down to even par. These 4 days are going to be a grind. That's the nature of Q School. But day one, Frank, it's in the books.
Yeah, day 1 of 4, Rich, but, this is...
This is EA Sports PGA Tour Golf. With Frank Nobilo by my side, I'm Rich Lerner. Frank, as weekend golfers know, there's always part of your game that you're focused on. So I'll ask the question, what are you going to be looking at here today?
Tee to green, Rich. I know people always say putting's important. I'm not going to say it's overrated, but tee to green. If you want to play good golf day in, day out, fairways greens. That's the secret.
And that will settle in the bunker, so an early test here at the first.
Yeah, normally you'd rather the early test come a little later on in the round, but he should have a better than average chance to go for the green from here. Now that was a tough shot coming out of the fairway bunker, so really, all in all, that's an excellent approach.
And now down to a man who knows a little bit about this golf course, Nota Begay, with a look here at the birdie putt.
Yeah, it's just very slightly up the hill. I don't think it's going to move more than a ball or so to the right.
Oh yeah, good putt there. So from the bunker off the tee to the green in 2, and now a birdie 3 here at the opening hole. Moving on, we come to the par 4 second. And that's going to miss the fairway. So after the birdie at 1, he'll need to play his second at 2 from the rough.
It shouldn't be too bad where he is. He should have a decent look at the green.
Now, just caught it fat out of the rough. Never had a chance of reaching, and now it is time to regroup and try to escape with a par.
It was never going to stop on the green. Coming out of the thick stuff, it's not quite overspin, but it's the next best thing. That was motoring.
And that is not the worst shot in the world, but obviously could have been better.
Certainly. Definitely hoping to try and get inside 3 feet, but it's a little outside that.
Got it there, but not quite on target. Okay, so a lot of optimism following the birdie at 1, but now this double bogey at the second to drop him to 1 over par. This starting toward the right side.
Rule number 1 in golf, have a short memory. You can see why. Double bogey at the last and now a missed fairway. Too much thought about what happened before, not what you want to do now.
Oh, this is straight at it. It's a really good line.
I always looked inside that 15 feet circle. Anything inside that was going to be a good shot. So in my book, that's a good shot.
Oh, yeah, a wild ride so far. Second birdie in these first 3 holes. So after the double at 2, he's back to even and a chance to start again. And no issues there. Good tee shot in the short grass.
Two solid shots at the par 5 and found the green side bunker. Lie looks good. Now, just needed a good bunker shot.
Just too tough to control out of the sand. That one unable to hold the green. It'll run off into the short stuff. "18 feet from the bottom of the cup." I can guarantee that was much more than he wanted coming back, but he got it to go, and he'll walk off with a bogey. A little too much spice on that one. That flies the green, and he'll be chipping out of the rough. This will test the skill set here. It's his second.
Well, it's tough to shake off that bogey at the previous hole, especially when you hit a shot like that.
Well, that, not his finest effort, and it's going to leave a very anxious putt to save bogey. You can see the frustration building. That is not a great putt there. Well, he was flirting with even par, thinking if he made a birdie, he'd be at level. Came into this hole at 1 over, and with the double, all the way to 3 over par. Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. Now from way back, better than 300 yards, a second to the par 5.
That second shot got all the way down by the green, but in the bunker. So we'll have to see what the explosion shot can do from here. Really need a birdie right now.
Okay, on the putting surface, but work to do from there. Birdie putt coming up, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Well, there is a slope that you need to take into consideration. It's going to break down the slope a little from right to left. Not an easy one.
This is a 19-foot putt. Rough day so far, 4 over par on the round. Continuing on with this front side, we head to the par 4-7. Yeah, that one came out hot, tough to judge sometimes, coming out of the sand, and that winds up well beyond the flag. Okay, that one's safely in, but the problem's continuing on this front side. It'll be another drop shot. Okay, that one's dancing. Yeah, good putt right there, but a 4 was certainly not what he wanted after a solid tee shot into this par 3 green. Hole number 9, getting set to make the turn. That one up the right side.
One mistake after another off the tee today. You can't score if you don't hit the fairway.
So from the rough, his second at 9. And that's not exactly ideal. Far from a tap-in for his par.
You're being too kind. That's not at all ideal.
"12 feet still to go." Okay, that will be a 3-putt double bogey, and that was set up, let's face it, by that lackluster lag putt just a moment ago. Backside starting now as we come to the par 4 10th.
My. You're still thinking about what happened on the last hole. Double bogey there and a missed fairway here. Stay in the present.
Second shot from the rough, down to Iona.
132 yards left to the flag. Ball sitting in the rough, needs to be careful of that flyer.
Always a good shot in the rough, but now a chance for a birdie. So that's a good approach shot.
Oh, man. Boy, it's been one of those days. You think the golf gods are against you. All right, another shot lost. That's in for bogey, and the score dips to +9. Now at the 11th hole. Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in. In the rough now, wondering what might have been. He has a 12-footer here. Nope. Okay, so a poor lag putt from long distance contributes to the issues here. That is in for a double bogey. No hitch in the giddy up there. That might be the drive of the round so far. So Iona, this his second from the fairway. From the fairway, Iona, this his second.
Yeah, and it's a great spot over here on the left-hand side. Position A really gives that elevation to come at this shallow two-tiered green here at 12.
Not only a long putt, but a bending putt. Strong right to left in this one. They'll be very pleased just to get this one within a couple of feet. Okay, can't take putts that length for granted, but that's in for a par. 13th hole coming up. It is a par 4.
Too strong for this hole, eh? Ran out of fairway and into the rough. Big hit, though.
Ooh, that's where the wayward previous shot will cost you. Failed to reach the green from the rough, and now it's time to scramble. Not going to be easy.
Oh, boy. Far from a good shot, that.
This is a 28-footer. That one just going to sneak on by. Kicking himself just a bit there. That is a drop shot, bogey 5 at this par 4 13th. He was hoping for better there. He tugged that just a little bit. May have been trying to move that from right to left. Pays a little bit of a price. Now short-sided a bit as he sets up his second from left of the green. And that will be quite a challenge from there to get away with his par.
If he can make this, I'll just take it and run to the next hole.
Hey, there you go. Those are the putts that have not been falling, but that one drops to save a par. Deep into the round at the 15th hole. And that will be more than adequate. It's safely into the fairway. Hang on. That's going to leave about 3 feet. Okay, well, this round kind of limping to a finish. It is another double bogey here at 15. 3 holes remaining as we come to the tee at the par 5 16. So that ball nestles down in the rough. Just got away a little bit on that tee ball. Yeah, look how quick that was. Very difficult to get that to stop, even out of the sand. And that race is right on by. Hey, there you go. Those are the putts that have not been falling, but that one drops to save a par. On the 17th hole, ready to play. Now you figure that was left all the way, and he'll wind up in the rough. Now from below the green, a second up to this par 3. Yeah, good concentration there. That's a distance where a putt could get away, but that in for a par. And that one looked good for a while, but it's going to get gobbled up by that bunker.
Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
This is a 13-footer. got it there, but not quite on target. Okay, safely in for his par at 18, and this will be a round of 85. Frank, they gave us a great show today.
No, they certainly did. Course played well. You got what you deserved out there.
Some outstanding performances, and for our... Now, from just outside Chicago and the village of Olympia Fields, this is EA Sports coverage of PGA Tour Golf. Alongside Frank Navalo, I'm Rich Lerner, and partner, you and I have called a lot of rounds of golf through the years. I know there's always something that piques your interest. How about today?
Rich, every day brings you a chance to do something special. And when we get to sit in this perch, that's what I look for. And I don't want to see the head going down. I want to see that every single shot is a chance to do something special. It could be a chip. Maybe the chip goes in. Maybe it's a 30-footer that goes in. Maybe a drive gets rifled down the fairway. Do something special.
And this, a tee shot that fits the eye, and that'll be just fine. Now, from better than 300 yards out, a second to the par 5. I'm not sure he got every bit of that three-wood trying to get home to this par 5 and 2. But still in the ball game for a birdie. Okay, sensible play right there, and that one on deck. Right about 9 feet here to the hole. Oh, gotta hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. So the putter lets him down early here in the round, and that will be a drop shot here at number 1. The second hole is a par 4 at 467 yards. It is one of the many risk-reward holes here at Olympia Fields. Some will try to carry the 3 right-side bunkers with their tee shots, hoping to get a shorter look into a well-protected green that slopes from back to front. And that's going to play just fine. So after the early bogey, the response is a solid tee shot here at the second. That's got to be disappointing. Good line in the fairway, and the approach winds up in the bunker. Took a lot of sand there. That did not have enough to reach the green. It's going to get hung up on the fringe. 2 already. The third hole is another early test and is in fact the #1 handicap hole, a par 4 at 461 yards. The hole is comprised of 3 segments. Tee shots should wind up in the second segment, leading to an uphill carry over Butterfield Creek to a somewhat small and tilted green. This up the right side off the tee.
3 holes in, and this is very much a struggle. Another one finds the rough.
So from off the fairway, his second now at 3. Nah, just caught it fat out of the rough. Never had a chance of reaching, and now it is time to regroup and try to escape with a par. All right, so he'll take his drop, and with a penalty stroke added, that'll become his 4th now to the par 4.
Always tough to get a decent flight out of the rough. And you could see that ball was never soaring out of that light.
This from about 10 feet. Not a good hole of golf here. It is that time to pick up and move on. The 4th at 400 yards, offering a bit of a breather, at least distance-wise. As with the 1st, left is no good, as thick trees and bushes again frame the fairway. The narrow green slopes right to left, with 3 bunkers serving as protection. And that, a good-looking shot there, well placed in the fairway. Down on the course, let's check in with Nota Begay III.
He's got 141 to the hole. Pin is in the far back portion of this green.
You can't go wrong with finding the middle of the green. That's well done. Iona, this a birdie putt.
Well, for a long putt like this, there's really not a whole lot to it. I think you'll fancy his chances at this one.
Yeah, that's a little more uphill than you think, and that's going to come up a bit short. Okay, so after some early missteps to begin the round, that a par here at the 4th. Now to the 5th, it is a 4th consecutive par 4, this one measuring at 417 yards. It differs from the rest in that tall trees create a narrow chute to navigate with your tee shot, and the lone fairway bunker left is most definitely in play. Also in play is the cross bunker up near the hole, forcing players to carry the ball onto a plateaued green. Tee shot found the fairway left. Now this, his second to the par 4. Yep, good work not to let that get away, and that's in for a par. On to the 6th here on this north course, and finally it's the first of our 4 par 3s, checking in at 187 yards. This hole is a 6, but that also means that winds can sometimes play a bigger role here. Now from the bunker.
Just a little splash out on this par 3.
Out of the bunker. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. How does that not go in? Yep, good work there to make sure things don't get worse, but as it is, it's a double bogey. A par 4 awaits us here at the 7th, this one at 452 yards. This hole bends ever so slightly to the left and features bunkers left and right off the tee. The green narrows and rises toward the back and is protected by 2 deep front bunkers. Uh-oh, this is well left.
Rule number 1 in golf, have a short memory. You can see why. Double bogey at the last and now a missed fairway. Too much thought about what happened before, not what you want to do now.
Ooh, that's where the wayward previous shot will cost you. Failed to reach the green from the rough, and now it's time to scramble. Not going to be easy. A little strong on the chip right there. Certainly not ideal.
Yeah, that's for sure. And that leaves double bogey on the table.
Now, things going from bad to worse in short order here. That's when you'd like to have made. Long par 3s are becoming more in vogue in professional golf. We saw some long ones at the 2023 U.S. Open at the Los Angeles Country Club. And we find another here at the 251-yard 8th hole. The green slopes from back left to front right and is fronted by a quartet of bunkers. Still work to do to get this on the green. This is second.
Way too good, I must say. That was just smashed. Yeah, sizable putt left.
Ten-foot putt left. Yeah, that's a good putt. Even in that previous one, much further past the hole than he wanted, but that a good recovery to walk off with just a bogey. The closing hole on the front side here at Olympia Fields is the 472-yard par 4 ninth. Bunkers are the name of the game here, with 3 hemming in the landing area and 4 more up near the green. Is starting up the right side. So from the rough, his second at 9. That shot does finish up on the green, but it sets up for a very difficult putt. Nope, that was never going to climb that hill, and he has left himself a tester coming up. Okay, drop shot though. It is a bogey at the 9th. The backside here at Olympia Fields begins with the par 4 10th at 444 yards. The best drive here will carry the left side bunker. If that's accomplished, it should leave a clear approach to an elevated green.
Bogey at the last and found the rough here. That's going to be a little bit of a shock on the momentum because it's going in the wrong direction.
one just going to sneak on by. Calling the medics, Frank. Can't stop the bleeding here.
Just racking the bogeys up.
The par 4 11th is a trickier hole than it might seem at first blush. From the tee, the landing area appears to be a wide one, but it does dogleg slightly to the left, which causes many players to run their tee shots through into the right side bunkers or rough. This is turning a little to his left.
Now, it's in the first cut. There's always a little bit more grass around the ball that has to be factored in.
From just off the fairway, down the node.
152 to the hole, pin in the back.
That one was running so hot. Oh, no, I thought that was in for sure. Just a little jag right at the end, going to leave it on the lip. And you can see the frustration on the tap in. He expected better. He doesn't get it. That is a bogey here at the 11th. Now to the 12th for 389 yards, a par 4. This is not a hole for the Bombers as Butterfield Creek bisects the fairway. It's also not one to be wayward on off the tee, as the tree canopies and trunks often force punch-outs and layups when shots stray from the fairway. All right, in the fairway. So from right around the middle of the fairway, this is second. Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one. Lovely pitch shot. Just nipped that ball off the turf. Just flew through the air beautifully. Sat down fairly quick as well. Good shot.
Okay, nicely done. Something of a bright spot in an otherwise difficult round. A par. Hey, nothing wrong with that. The 13th is a 168-yard par 3. It is the number 18 handicap, but that doesn't mean it's not without its share of peril. Bunkers protect the green short and right, while thick trees and bushes cause big problems for anything pulled offline to the left. A chance maybe to just throw something up high for his second. More troubles there.
Well, it's starting to feel like the Titanic right now. This round can sink in a hurry.
More of the same here. That's a double bogey, and now that score is, ouch, 13 over par. The 14th is a difficult one, a par 4 at 450 yards. A tee shot from an elevated tee leads to a fairway in a valley 30 feet below. Any miss left brings trees into play. Any miss right could be worse, with Butterfield Creek snaking its way down the right side before crossing the fairway further up. Second shot coming now from just over 170 yards. Frank landed it on the green.
It was never going to stop.
No, no chance. So that one, Frank, came out way too hot.
Just goes to show what happens when you don't find these greens in regulation. Now, he's looking at 2 putts, maybe 3 from where he is.
whole lot has gone right, that's for sure. Although that putt rolling in for a bogey, would you say that went right? I guess the way it's been going, you take what you get. There are only 2 par 5s on this North course, the first and this one, the 15th. You know they're tough when this is the shorter of the 2, and it still goes 606 yards. It's a gentle dogleg to the right, but players who hug the right side off the tee could very easily be blocked out or worse. Still well over 300 yards to the flag, so getting this to a good number, the key here for his second. Third shot, looking for a good one.
The strike was fine on the pitch shot. Ball first, then turf. Just wasn't really hit hard enough.
Yeah, he wanted that to go a little more, but that's not too bad from there. Nah, might have stared at that one too long. Sometimes you just got to go with your gut. Okay, well, this round kind of limping to a finish. It is another double bogey here at 15. The final 3-hole stretch begins here at the par 3 16th. It's a long one at 215 yards. Butterfield Creek again makes an appearance short and right of the hole. But of greater concern, those bunkers short right and left. Going long leads to issues as well, as balls can wind up well below the putting surface. And that's certainly not what you have in mind standing on the tee box. That never had a chance of hitting the green. Now some touch needed here for his second.
Been there, done that. It doesn't feel good, especially when they're just short little shots around the green. It feels terrible.
So that not his best, and this part of his game has been disappointing to say the least today.
It certainly has, and sometimes you just get too much going on upstairs. You know what I'm talking about. So you don't focus on what you need to do.
Nearly had it. Just going to wander a foot or so by. Let's look at the bright side here. You haven't gotten hurt yet. Psychologically, maybe, but you haven't gotten hurt. You're still walking. On to the 17th now. It's a par 4 at 455 yards. The creek we saw at 16 continues up the right side of this fairway, though the lone bunker left is a more frequent obstacle. An uphill approach needs to be precise, as 4 bunkers await just off the putting surface. And just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there. Well, those are the shots that turn what you'd like to be a leisurely stroll out on the golf course into a day of hard work.
Yeah, what could have been a tap-in is now going to be a grind.
Okay, hey, when the round gets away from you, time to focus on just making some pars, and that's well done there. The closing hole here at Olympia Fields is a par 4 at a challenging 510 yards. This hole bends right to left, but those looking to gain an advantage can be blocked by trees on the left side of the driving area. The lone pond on the course seldom comes into play, but the tilt of the green towards the front left makes for some difficult final putts. didn't check, Frank.
Yeah, just not enough spin on that, really. I mean, that almost like took that first bounce and just ricocheted forward.
"19 feet away." Got it there, but not quite on target. Okay, so it's a disappointing bogey 5 here at 18. EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you this showcase of the best young players in the world of golf. From Arnie's Place, Bay Hill Club and Lodge in Orlando, today it's second round coverage of Q School. But if we see more of what we witnessed yesterday, we're in for a heck of a battle these next 3 days as we show you the current leaderboard here on this Friday. A lot of folks fighting for the title, including our leader. So out to the action we go as we'll pick things up on the tee at the par 5 12th. Yeah, all about hitting the fairway here, and that is right where you want to be. Going to take a big poke to get there, but a chance with his second to the par 5.
Two shots around this green is always good. Now, for a little CVS, perhaps a third shot on this par 5. Get one close, maybe make 4. Rich, too much grass between ball and club face.
Paid a price with the tee ball landing in the rough. Yeah, look how quick that was. Very difficult to get that to stop, even out of the sand, and that race is right on by. So early on the backside here at the 12th hole, missed opportunity. And that's what these greens can do to you. They make you see things that just aren't there, and that one slides by. Okay, finished off there for double bogey. And that's going to move him back to 2 over par. Frank, the par 4 13th, relatively short, but not necessarily easy.
Yeah, stringent tee shot. A lot of people are tempted to take a bigger club off the tee. 300 yards runs out of the fairway, but really, what does that give you in?
Second shot, good look at the green. Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in. In the rough now, wondering what might have been.